Hello you guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I feel like I haven't done a sit down video in so long and I really wanted to do one, so I'm going to do an updated Q&A video today. Usually when I do Q&As on Instagram, I just write a response and put it over like a photo that somewhat relates to the question that's being asked, and I never like get on and film myself like replying verbally, and I feel like YouTube is a much better place to do that. So I'm really excited because I really never ever like answer questions like this. I think sit down videos are really cool to integrate into my channel. I did ask the question box on Instagram and people submitted questions there, so that's what I'm going to be pulling questions from. Let's get into it. The first question is, what's your workout routine? And right now I'm doing dry January and really focusing on my health, and so I've been working out a lot. I probably work out between 4 and 6 times a week, and right now I'm usually doing twice a week at Core Power Yoga. I love their sculpt class. I go twice a week into Aloe. One of those is usually a reformer Pilates class, and the other one is usually a private session with Kyle, who is a personal trainer. Sorry, there's like a fuzz in my nose and it's tickling me. And that's usually like HIIT or strength training, so doing that once a week is really great to incorporate. And then I'll do a private session with Kelly. Her workouts are so good for toning. She has time under tension. She has her own app if you want to try them out. They're really amazing. And then on other days I'll incorporate 12-3-30, which is great for when I'm not feeling motivated. I can go down to my basement and get on a treadmill, and it is an incline of 12, pace of 3 for 30 minutes, and I usually like bump up the speed to like end like 3.5, 3.7 by the time I get to 30 minutes, so like increase my pace throughout it. And then I'll end with like a 5-minute, 10-minute abs, either on like Melissa Wood Health or come up with my own thing. Also, I usually just put on a YouTube vlog and like stick my phone with my Octobody to the treadmill and watch a YouTube vlog, and it makes it go by so quickly. That workout is something I know I can just get done easily and like turn my mind off and do it, and I always feel better for it after. Someone said, do you ever have problems with girlfriends? If not, how? If yes, how do you handle? And I feel like at this stage in my life, I do not have any issues with girlfriends. Probably the only girl that I would like bicker with is my little sister. It definitely took a while to get here. I feel like since living in New York, I've maybe had like 1 or 2 instances where I've had a falling out with someone, and even when I have with those, like now we're still friends and we've worked through it and whatnot. But I feel like I've really stepped into being an adult in the past few years, and I just don't have the time or energy to get into arguments. I actually did have like a bad situation with someone not recently, but in the past couple of years, who was like really awful to me. We're adults, like we do not need to act like that. So I feel like anytime that I've like started to have issues with someone, or like felt like, you know, the friendship was not healthy, I've literally just like cut it out of my life. I also feel like I'm at a point in all of my friendships where I'm like, I don't know how to say this right, like I'm really close with all my friends, but I'm not like close enough to where like they're gonna come like bitch at me. Like I feel like none of my friends would do that. I don't know, I feel like I've maybe separated myself from a lot of friendships in a way to where it's like, I don't even know how to like explain this, if you know what I'm trying to say. I have like my closest friends, and like truly I would not get into an argument, I don't think, with any of them. I'm sure we would like disagree on some things, but like I'm not bitching with any girls in my life. No one has time for that. Like it is exhausting, and friendships are supposed to be like a really fun, exciting part of your life. So I feel like I've cut out every single friendship to where it was causing me stress or arguing or any trauma. Like I used to deal with that in like high school, a lot less in college, but it's a nightmare, and no one truly has time for girl gossip or drama. How did you and your boyfriend meet? James and I met on a dating app in 2021. Yeah, we met on Raya. I kind of hate saying that we met on Raya, but we did meet on Raya. We messaged back and forth a few times, and we didn't end up like actually meeting up in person after like a few months after matching. And I ended up going to like a birthday dinner, and someone at this birthday dinner started talking about this James guy, and I knew it was like about this guy that I had matched with. And I feel like this girl like went and said, oh, I met this girl that you matched with. And I think that like made it like real to both of us. Like we had a mutual person that we knew. So it's like instead of being like an online person, it felt like the person was a lot more real. And then we ended up going on our first date. We went to lunch in Greenpoint after that. What projects are you excited about for the new year? I actually have a few fun projects. I would say the first one is obviously Skin by Ella. I have so much fun stuff coming. Our new packaging looks insane. We have not gone into final production yet, but we got our final packaging. I'm switching the color of the cap, so that adds on a little more time. It just was not the perfect green that I wanted it to be. So waiting for that to come in, and once I can give like final write-off, then we'll go into production. But it is really exciting. We are doing our blush creams that'll be like an applicator, like how you'd apply lip gloss or something. We have the Palomino and Flamingo, and we're launching Ladybug, and then we're doing an eyebrow gel and a lip oil, and then we have a makeup brush to apply the blushes. Sorry, jumbling my words, but I'm really excited for that this year, and hopefully a lot more to come with that. And then I am launching a very exciting capsule collection with the brand Naked, so stay tuned for that. We've been working on it for almost a year now, and I'm really excited to show you guys the pieces. It'll be launching this spring. And then I'm also doing kind of like an edit style collaboration with Revolve and Lovers and Friends. So I'm doing 3 months of that, and I've curated collections with them. I actually haven't seen the final collections yet, but that will be exciting for like summertime wardrobe. And then personal stuff, nothing I really want to talk about just yet, but I think there will be a lot of exciting stuff happening in my personal life this year, and you'll definitely stay tuned and see all the vlogs and over on my Instagram. How did you get started with socials? How do you recommend starting? I got started so long ago, so I don't know how I would recommend starting. I literally got Instagram when it was like first came out. I have the same handle that I had when I got Instagram, Ella Rose with 2 A's. Also, should I change it to Ella Rose McFadin? Can you let me know in the comments, because I'm debating doing that, and I've gotten mixed reviews on if I should. But I started posting probably when I was like 16, 17 in high school. I mean, didn't have followers. I remember I hit 10K in my dorm room when I was at Boulder, and that was like a big deal back then. And I was literally just posting like game day outfits, things about Boulder, food, just a bunch of like party college stuff, and kept growing throughout college. I remember I did abroad for a month. My sophomore year summer, I went to Rome, and I was posting like a bunch of travel content, and I remember I jumped like probably like 30K followers, and that was like made it like, I think I had hit like 50K at that point, and that was like, oh my gosh, this is like cool, like I actually have like a following. But I wasn't making money or anything off of it. I was just like doing this all for fun in college. And then I think my senior year, like I started getting some Revolve gifting and other gifting, and like I remember I got my first paid collab with Dolce Vita, and it was like, I think it was like $700, and I was like, wow, this is like insane. And I had to do like a ton for that, and I was like, this is so cool. Like, didn't really realize that people like did it as a living still. I like just like didn't see it as like a career. And then I ended up moving to New York after I graduated, worked a full-time job at Gucci corporate. I did client relations there, and it was such a good experience. It was like definitely a mean girl environment, but I learned so much like about just like work ethic and like email etiquette and like so much logistical stuff. I'm forever grateful for that opportunity. And then they laid off a bunch of people right when COVID started. Actually, we weren't even laid off. We were like on break until further notice. So like they like put people's jobs on hold. And I was like, cool, I'm just gonna like start doing this Instagram stuff and like see where it takes me. And I loved it, and it was working out really well. So that's kind of where I started. And then a year after that, I think, is when I like signed with management, and I'm with DBA, and I'm still with my same manager who I adore to death. So that's kind of how I got started. I think getting started now is so differently, whether you want to do it on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok. I would say find a niche, but I don't have a niche, so I don't really know what the best way to do it is. I think my brand has so developed into like lifestyle now, where I like share, you know, mainly things about life, but it's like health, workout, fashion, makeup, beauty, all of it, home decor, you know, travel. So that's where my brand has landed me now, and I love it, but definitely not a niche. People keep asking 5-year plan, and I would never make a 5-year plan. I feel like I can barely envision what my life looks like this time next year. So don't have that for you. Are you moving out of Brooklyn and New York? No, we are actually hopefully re-signing our lease in this apartment and staying here for another year. I feel like moving after 1 year in an apartment is crazy in New York. It is so expensive. I feel like I just got this place set up. Like, I'm not ready to move. And I absolutely love this neighborhood. I love this apartment. It's great. It's dog friendly. It's big. And I really love the neighborhood we're in. Favorite shampoo and conditioner. I will say I just got a new one from my hairdresser that I purchased. I was being sent so many shampoos and conditioners, and I felt like none were really cleaning my hair. So I bought this Kevin Murphy one. I can link it in the description, but I really like it. I washed my hair with it this morning and it smells really good. Do you think you want to get married? Yeah, I definitely want to get married. I think that I put a lot less emphasis on being married than a lot of people. I think I'd be more excited to have kids than to get married, but I think now seeing a lot of my friends get married, I definitely want to do that and have a wedding. I just think I grew up where my dad was literally don't get married, and my parents had not a good marriage and divorce. So I think in my head I was always I had a bad idea of it, but now that's obviously changed, and I think it'd be really special if we got married and had a wedding. How to make genuine lasting friendships in your 20s. I think you have to accept people for who they are, and you can't have high expectations. I've met some incredible friends in my 20s. One of my best friends, Alex, I met in New York, and she's unbelievable. She's honestly one of the best friends I've ever had, and I feel like we don't expect much of each other. We're there for each other when we need each other. We don't cause issues. We, text here and there. If we don't text for a week, it's completely fine. So I feel like understanding that everyone's life is busy and not putting so much expectations and pressure on friendships has created really special, unique friendships. And I feel like I have so many one-on-one friendships rather than a group of friendships. Kind of going back to the drama, that's why I think I don't have drama too. I'm not in any friend groups. I have one-on-one friendships with everyone, and some people, obviously I'll bring them together and we'll all hang out, but I'm not in any friend groups, and I think that keeps me out of so much drama and bullshit. Top ways you deal with stress. This has been a big thing that I've been trying to work on this year. I don't even want to say stress, it probably is, but I think I get overwhelmed easily, and I let myself get overwhelmed easily, or I'll create it on myself because I'll have this and this to do where I can easily do it in the day, but I'll things will start happening and I'll just let myself get overwhelmed. And recently I've been trying to just literally sit back, turn off, not turn off my phone, but put my phone away, close my eyes, and picture how the day is going to go and how I'm going to accomplish everything, and not let it stress me out, because I'm on my own time. I can, get everything done if I need to get done. So yeah, if you have any other ways, let me know. But I feel taking a step back and realizing when you're making yourself overwhelmed has really helped me. How is Crispy? She's great. Crispy, where are you? It's getting a little bit too big for me to carry, but here she is. How are you doing? She's honestly been the best. Oh my god, you are so cute and beautiful. I love you so much. Crispy has been the highlight of my past year. She's everything I needed and more. I adore her. Now she is not sleeping in a crate, and she either falls asleep down here or she'll fall asleep on the couch upstairs. But at 6 a.m. she crawls into bed, and it's literally the cutest thing ever. And I love it because then she's not in bed all night, but she comes in for a cuddle in the morning, and it's just the best. Things you do just for yourself: painting, working out, etc. Obviously working out is huge for me. I think it gets me in a better mindset, helps with anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed. I've also been sauna and doing the cold plunge, and I feel like that is great. The sauna I go to in Williamsburg, Akari, is amazing. It's so hot. I leave my phone out, I can sit in there and I breathe, and I literally work through my week or my day, and I feel like that's helped me so much recently. Also Pinterest. I'm obsessed with Pinterest, and something I've been doing so much more, and it makes me feel so calm and at ease. And James and I really like watching shows, so I feel it's really nice to turn my mind off at night and get off my phone and watch, it's another screen, but watch a show. We were watching that Fool Me Once show. We just finished it last night. It was interesting. I liked it. It was kind of intense. And I've also been trying to get into reading. I just finished this book called Hygge. It's Hygge. It's like it's a book about Danish ways of living, and it was really good. It's cute, but I really want to start like a novel. So I'm not a big reader, so any recs I would love, because reading is something I definitely want to get better at this year and do more of this year, and I really enjoy it. So I was trying to do a chapter a day. I don't think I've done the best job at it, but I finished the book, so that's great. So tell me your faves. How did your hair get so long? I feel like my hair isn't that long. I did just get it cut, but it is so much healthier. If you guys have followed me for like 4, 5 or however long, like my hair was platinum blonde, and now it is literally brunette. Like I feel like I'm actually brunette, which is like weird to say. Stop bleaching it. That was how I got my hair to grow. That was huge. Also, it just like wasn't looking good. Like the grown out pieces just weren't looking good. So I started going more to my natural color. People always ask like what I said. I literally was like, match the root as much as you can, so when it grows out it looks good, but then keep like some dimension in here. I kind of just let my hairstyle like wing it. It was a bit blonder a month ago, but I went in for a tone, and now it's like stayed this like nice dark color. I also try not to put too much heat on it. I obviously still do, and like use like the blow dry brushes and whatnot, but like day to day I'm not like curling or doing my hair every single day, and I think that has helped a tremendous amount, and it feels like just really healthy. Also, get your hair cut, because that will make it grow. Do you see yourself living in another state or even country? I think this is hard to say. I definitely see myself in another state. I think the only other state we'd live in is California, because my family's there, I'm from there. I don't know where in California. Like, I don't know if I would like LA. I think our plan used to be like to move to LA around this time, and now we're like, oh my god, we don't want to leave New York at all. All of our best friends are here. My sister's here. We love it here. So I don't see us leaving anytime like soon. I don't know when. We don't have a plan at all. James doesn't really have a desire to go back to England, so I don't see us like moving back there either. I feel like we're very go with the flow people and don't have a plan, but I see myself in New York for the foreseeable future. I like it here a lot, and I have made really good friends here. I just like can't picture myself having kids here or something, so I don't see myself like raising a family here. But I don't know, my best friend just had a baby and is raising it here, and my other friend has 2 kids and they love it here, so never know. What career would you have further pursued if you didn't influence? I feel like I would have continued climbing the corporate ladder at Gucci for a bit. I feel like I would have ended up being there for like quite a while, and then I would have gotten sick of it and then like tried to do something else or tried to do my own thing. I don't know, I think I would have done something creative or launched my own brand. It's really hard to say. I was doing client relations there, so I could see myself like going into events or something like that. Obviously really grateful that this is where I ended up, but even in the future I like love planning. I love like events. I feel like I'd be really good at like having an event company or something. I feel like I wouldn't be a wedding planner, but like planning like that vibe of like dinners and stuff like that would be something that I would love to do. So I feel like I would have gone in that direction, but obviously really hard to say. Skin tips. My recent skin tips are just do less. Keep your routine like moisturizer, cleanser, moisturizer, and that's it. And also I'm washing my face less. I was washing it so much, and now I'm trying to wash my face less. And I feel like just doing less on your skin is great. And make sure you're using non-pore clogging skincare and makeup ingredients, products. Make sure the ingredients are non-pore clogging. Advice for starting content creation, even just for fun. I would say just start posting what feels authentic to you, things that make you happy, things about your life that you want and feel comfortable to share, and just see where it takes you. Do it on TikTok, do it on Instagram, try different platforms, try different things, and see what feels good and see what sticks, but be consistent, because you have to be able to like post for a month and literally not get likes or not get comments and like not let that get you down. Like, you have to be able to just keep moving forward and keep working at it. So I think that's the only way you'll make it now, and you'll grow. Someone asked if I'm still getting the keratin treatment on my hair. I've done it twice in the past year. I was gonna do it again, but I don't really feel like I need to. Obviously this is like my hair blown out, but I've been liking how it dries naturally right now with like a little bit of waves, so I haven't done it again. But I did really like it, and I do think that helped my hair grow because you really don't have to like put heat on it once. It will literally dry like super straight for a while. Do you and James have any joint goals for this year together? We definitely do, but I'm not going to share them yet, but we do. And I will share it with you guys, of course. Someone said how to not feel drained after going on dates, keep up the energy to date around. I'm not the person to ask for that. I literally went on like a date with like 3 people in my life pretty much, so no, that's a lie. Maybe like with my, like I have not been on that many dates, so it seems exhausting. I guess just putting yourself out there. I prefer girl dates. I love girl dates. Clothes for boyfriend Rex. James made like a post that you can check out my LTK of some of his favorite brands, but I'll try and be better at sharing more of his favorites. But he loves Portuguese flannel, is a really cool brand. Adsum is one he loves. He buys a lot of pants from Carhartt, H&M, basics from Uniqlo, Elwood. You can use Ella 10 if you want to buy your boyfriend anything. I wear so much Elwood too. Someone asked who's doing your lip fillers. They look amazing. I like refuse to share this on Instagram just because I don't want to. I feel like more girls follow me on Instagram that are a lot younger, but I'm not gonna like lie about it. I go to Maria at House of Ness. She is absolutely amazing. She's in New York. I have friends that go to her. She's like so vetted and she does it so naturally. I love her. So if you go, say I sent you, because she's an angel and an amazing human. My tip, I guess I would say, is don't do it all at once. Like, people will go and do like half or a full syringe all at once, and I've never done that, and I think that would look just like so weird on my face to do it all at once. And I started by getting like 0.3, and then a few months later I went back and got 0.3 and let her just touch up where she thought it would look best. And I feel like that she's always steered me in the right direction, because I've always felt like I've been like a deer in the headlights and like not knowing which direction, and I never wanted that super like fake from the side lip, and she's like done a really good job. And I honestly get so many compliments on mine, and people have DM'd me who've gone to her and been like, yeah, she's amazing, thank you so much. What type of workout have you seen the best results from? I hate this question because I think you see the best results from like doing tons of different kinds, like mixing it up, because then you're working out all different parts of your body, different muscles. I think for me, being in the heat, like in sweating, I feel like is what changes my body the most. So like core power yoga might not be the hardest workout, but because I'm sweating during it, I feel like I feel the most like chiseled after, if that makes sense. How do you handle financial planning in Texas as a freelance worker? Financial planning, I mean, you can kind of just like have a goal for the year, I guess, of what you want to make. I work with a management company, so doing my taxes is actually pretty easy because everything goes through them. So I get like a sheet at the end of the year that I can hand off to my CPA and file my taxes, and then I can write off like a bunch of business expenses. I do that by having a credit card that is for business stuff, and then I have a personal credit card that I obviously wouldn't share with them to write off anything. I think in the beginning, taxes and stuff were a lot harder because I was doing it myself and I was having to collect all these 1099s and from like tons of different companies, but now I'm not the one doing that, and the management company is, so it's pretty organized and like a somewhat easy process. Also, to make it easier on myself, because I get paid out in full, so no taxes are taken out of any of my work. So like the number in my bank account is a lot bigger than what it actually is because the taxes aren't taken out. So I'll pay taxes quarterly. So I'll pay taxes 4 times a year. So at the end of the year, I'm not having to pay like a lump sum of money, and I'm paying it off like every few months to stay on top of it. So I think that's been great. Like it makes it a lot easier when end of the year comes. But it is like an estimated tax that you're paying when you're paying it quarterly. How is training Crispy going? About to get a rescue pup and could use all the tips. Training Crispy has been great. She's been such a good dog. Obviously she didn't come potty trained, but she's now learned. She had an accident at Aloe the other day, but she was confused because it was like turf. Taught her to go up and down the stairs, taught her to sit, shake, lie down. We're working on like stay and come, but we've been doing all the training ourselves. My boyfriend watches probably 1 million YouTube videos, reels on how to train your dog. That's his whole Instagram. And so funny because he'll literally will walk and like Crispy will do something and he's like, that means she was raised by cats. And I'm like, where are you getting this information? And he's like, she was pulling a lot on the leash, and like he watched a video that you have to like give them a little slack and then like pull them back and like ignore him, and like you ignore them and wait, and then you keep walking, and it fully worked. Now she like doesn't pull on the leash anymore. So we've been doing it ourselves. I like that we're doing it ourselves. I mean, every dog's different, and some dogs probably need to go to a trainer, but it's been nice doing it ourselves. Someone said, is the air wrap worth it? And hair from Subway. Hair from Subway posted the tutorial. I think the air wrap is worth it. It makes beautiful curls, and I would way rather do it with that than like a curling iron. I cannot see myself using a curling iron now, so I think the air wrap is definitely worth it. I posted my tutorial on Reels of how I did my hair for the Subway. I think the main call out is that you split your hair into 3 sections. Bottom layer goes away from your face, and you do not touch them, and you make them look like George Washington curls. Middle row goes towards your face, and then top away from your face, and then comb them out, and they look really bouncy and Matilda Jerf vibes. How old are you? I am 26. I'm a Gemini. June 18th is my birthday, so I'll be 27 this year. I'm getting up there. Biggest goal for 2024, I think work-wise, the Skin by Ella stuff I've just been working on for almost 2 years for this new stuff, and like really put my heart and soul into it and making it absolutely perfect and not cutting any corners or anything. I've learned a lot of lessons, so I really am excited for that, and I cannot wait to get it in people's hands because I believe in it so much. It's hard to keep talking about it when I can't share anything. That's like a big work goal. And then personal goal, I don't know if I want to share my personal goal yet, but it'll come. I know I keep saying that, but I'll share it early this year when things start locking into place. A few more questions because we have to go to lunch in a second. We're going with Barry and Lauren, my good friends, and Lauren they just had the baby, so the baby's coming. Would you get another dog? Someone else asked me that the other day. I have not thought about that. I just got one, and it's a lot of work, so I don't think anytime soon. Hometown and middle name. I'm from Newport Beach in California. I was actually born in San Francisco, moved to Orange County when I was like 3 or 4, and did high school, elementary, middle, and high school in Newport. Can you tell us about your relationship with your parents? I have a good relationship with both of my parents now. I think people ask this question a lot because my sister and I were with my dad for like a while. There was a moment where we didn't talk to my mom for like 4-ish years. I was going to school in Colorado at that point, but we kind of rekindled the relationship with her during COVID, and we now have a relationship with her. How often do you wash your hair? I have to wash my hair like every other day with how much I work out and sauna and stuff. Also, I think because my hair is darker now, it gets greasy easier because the bleach dye used to I feel like keep it not greasy, and now that it's like my natural roux, it gets greasy in like a day, which is annoying, but I just wash it every other day because I can't stand greasy hair. Recent Trader Joe's go-tos: the everything but the bagel crackers, the chili onion hummus. James is obsessed with the chicken shawarma thighs that like come pre-marinated there. Their hot sauce is really good. And I like their curry chicken salad. Like whenever I need a snack, I'll like grab that from the fridge. But I want to make my own. Thinking about moving to Brooklyn, do you love it? Yes, it was literally the best thing ever. I was in the city for 4 years and been here for a year and staying here. I could never see myself moving back into Manhattan. I absolutely love Williamsburg, and I'm so happy we moved over here. It's my favorite ever. How did you get started with vlogging? My ex-boyfriend actually pushed me into it, kind of. My sister was already vlogging, so I was like familiar with it. But it was during COVID, and he was like, you should try it out. So I got a camera and started doing it. And I've definitely been on and off with it, but I think I've been on a good stint of being like posting on it pretty consistently. So I really enjoy having this platform. I feel like it's a better way for me to show my personality. I think it shows through a lot better on YouTube than I can share it on Instagram or even TikTok. And I think I connect with you guys like a lot deeper on YouTube. And I want to even like dive deeper and be better at it. How has living together changed your relationship? I feel like it's obviously made us a lot closer and like respect each other a lot more and like be like a partnership rather than like boyfriend and girlfriend, trying to help each other out as much as possible, doing things around the house as much as possible, like laundry and cleaning and all of that. So I think it's like made us a lot more stable and like reliant on each other and there for each other. You know, we do like everything together every single day pretty much. So not everything together, but we're with each other like almost every day. So I love it. I think it's made us a lot stronger, and I love living together. Obviously sometimes I like want my own space, but we have 2 floors here, so we can do that. Favorite sheets brand? Brooklinen, Parachute, and we got some from H&M recently that I can link in the description that we love. They're so comfy and they're cheap. Favorite memory of 2023? Gosh, that's so hard. Probably getting Crispy, like seeing her come out of her shell and turn into such a lovely lady and have like such a personality has been amazing. What's a good umbrella brand? I got a new one from the brand Brella. I can also link it in the description, and it's so cute, and like the way it functions is actually incredible. I felt like so cool using it the other day. I'll link it because I loved it. Do you run for cardio? I really never run. I like don't like running. I'll force myself to here and there, or I'll do like the lightest like jog ever. Like Crispy's walking while I'm doing this jog. So no, I'll end it here. How to find a healthy balance between work and life. Thank you so much for being you. Love you. Those ones are really, really sweet. So thank you for being kind. I'm very type A, but like plan out your time for each of these. So like your work day, what does that look like? Your personal time, what does that look like? Health, what does that look like? Are you cooking from 7 to 8 and then finishing emails 8 to 10? Are you waking up and doing something healthy? When are you squeezing that working out? I think planning, I spend so much time planning out my days and my months and my trips of the year that is how I find the balance. I'm also doing dry January. I know I've said that, and I feel like that has helped me so much with balance at the moment, because you don't wake up hungover and you feel like you can get accomplished. I feel like I really needed this break from alcohol. Not that I felt pressure to drink, but I would just drink and then get carried away, and I think I'm the type of person who will always like have another like glass of wine or something when it's not needed. And I'm really hoping that this like dry Jan, like I can reevaluate my relationship with alcohol, and when I start to have a drink again in February, like I can have a glass of wine and be like, that was great, I can go home now. Like I don't need to always have another one and wake up feeling hungover. Also, I don't need to be out late. Like I don't like staying out late, and I would be like pressured into staying out late sometimes, and then I would wake up like dead, and it was never worth it. But I think, yeah, back to the question is like really being organized and planning is how you can find like a good balance and make sure you can get it all into your days and your weeks and your months and your year. But thank you guys for watching this Q&A. If you want me to do another or any other videos you'd like me to do, please leave it in the description and I will add them into my calendar and get them done for you guys. But thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it and love you guys.